So, in the last month, maybe 2 months, there's been a lot of sneak unboxing videos. I apologise for that, just because that's what I've really just had time to do lately, thanks to work. However, we have a TV show review. And this is Preacher Season 1. And where to start with this? To be honest, I probably wouldn't know this had actually exist if it wasn't for Collider Videos. They were on a massive hype about this, so I watched a bit of the pilot when it first came out and got through probably about half of it, maybe 2/3 of it. And to be fair, I wasn't that impressed. I had no context of what was going on or anything. However, I found this in my local Sainsbury's and decided to give it another go. And still, I have mixed feelings on this show. So we'll go with the pilot. The pilot of the show isn't really that good. Unless you've read the comics, it's very confusing on what's happening. However, it does get explained to you throughout the course of the series. Then there's a subplot running alongside the main plot with Ian McTavish, I think his name is, who is a British actor. Graham McTavish, who's a British actor who appears as a cowboy in this, and that finally gets wrapped up in the second to last episode of this series, which also confuses you on why it's all linked together. You have to know it will be linked together when you get to that episode, but that's confusing. So, pilot's confusing, this subplot is confusing. But let's get 3 episodes in, and things start to are made to be more clearer, and the show actually gets better from episode 3. I think there's about 11 or 12 episodes in this series. Someone will probably tell me in the comments the amount of episodes there is. And from episode 3 to 12, it's not a bad TV show. It's not the best horror show I've seen. This isn't The Walking Dead. This isn't a... Look up at my DVD collection. I cannot... This isn't a Supernatural. This isn't a Buffy standard show. This is below that. But I think this tries to be a comedy as well, because it is produced by Seth Rogan, who's done Sausage Party, Pineapple Express, Knocked Up. But this hasn't got what I would expect the quality of stuff like Supernatural to have. What Buffy had. What other horror shows I've seen in my time. The Walking Dead. Walking Dead definitely has. But let's go on to this plot. Dominic Cooper from Captain America plays a small town preacher who gets possessed by a creature of pure good and pure evil at the same time. And people do what he says. And then angels follow him. With that in mind, craziness ensues, and weird things happen in this town, and then God comes. But it's not God, it's an angel, and this angel comes out and tells them God is missing. So I've just explained it to your whole thing. Except the plot, it seems weak compared to other shows. I think that's what brings the quality down a bit. There's 3, I would say, main characters. There's Dominic Cooper, who plays Preacher, Ruth Negga, who plays his ex-girlfriend Tulip, and Joseph Gilgun, who plays an Irish vampire called Cassidy, who I think are the three best talents in this, three best characters as well. The rest of the cast really do seem like background, well, not background noise, but they don't have to be there. They're not really helpful to the story, in my opinion. There's a character called Eugene who has a face, deformed face, because he shot himself in the face. Not that important. The county sheriff, extra character, doesn't need to be there. The mayor doesn't need to be there. It's got a lot of characters that don't need to be there, but is in there. However, there's an owner of a meat and power station, which does make you think about the interpretation of what God is. Right, so I'm just going to say this now. Is this a top quality show? It's not a bad show. I've seen better. I've seen worse. Am I going to continue watching it? Yes, I think they're going to make a second series. It's entertaining enough, but it's not massively great. It really is a thing for Seth Rogan fans, and a thing for fans of the horror show, of the comics. If you want what I would consider really good horror stuff, watch Supernatural. Watch The Walking Dead. Watch Buffy, because in my opinion, and these are all my opinions, I prefer it to Preacher. I prefer them to Preacher. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Peace.